Hi, do you look at yourself in the mirror and you're really not happy with who you see reflecting back at you? If that's you, then do stay tuned, because give me 90 seconds of your time and I will show you how you can transform your life to become unrecognizable within just 90 days. Hi, I'm Dolly Malik. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your contributions so far. It's lovely to have you all on board. And in this channel, I like to share with you tips, tricks, strategies, hacks, just about anything around self-development, self-empowerment and transformation, based mainly around my experiences in corporate leadership, my personal relationship experiences, my life being blessed as an international philanthropist, and also being a certified health, life and wellbeing coach and mentor. So sometimes I will share with you some client experiences, as I intend to do in this video. So that being said, let's talk about why you can transform your life within 90 days. Do stay tuned until the end of the video, because I'm going to show you how I did it myself. So I'm living proof of that. And let's begin by talking about why 90 days is the magic number. So research actually proves that 90 days is actually a good optimal number of days to keep you motivated and keep you excited in doing something new. So ultimately in transforming from what you're currently doing. And research also shows that it takes approximately 21 days for you to create a habit if you do something consistently, on a daily basis, I would say. And also research says that if you do that consistently for a further 66 days, that habit becomes automatic within your brain as such. It just forms part of your everyday life of who you actually are. So that's the transformation taking place. So that being said, that is why 90 days tends to be the magic number for transformation. So I'm going to show you an example using some of my wisdom from the corporate world, from when I used to be in finance, and how that can actually relate to you on a personal level, although I'll be giving you an example of a scenario I had with one of my clients and their businesses. So the first thing I would recommend that you do is grab a pen and paper, a pad and paper even, should I say. Again, do please pop down in the comments section below if you resonate, especially around looking at yourself in the mirror and really not being happy with one or many elements of what you see reflecting back at you. So point number one that you need to get started with is grab a pad and pen and do what I term as a self-audit. Now, again, there's no time like the present in order to undertake this transformation. 90 days means the clock is ticking now. So the clock has started, tick tock, tick tock. Do not wait in terms of a new year, new you. The one thing in life that is constant is change. So your time is now, and there's no time like the present if you're really serious about transforming. So undertake a self-audit. What exactly do I mean by that? So in one column, I want you to write down what you currently are in terms of who you are as a person, what you currently do in terms of on a day-to-day basis, and the time you take in terms of those different activities. Then in the other column, I actually want you to write who your ideal you is, what kind of activities would your ideal you be doing, and what kind of time would you like to invest into those ideal activities. Now, the point of doing this self-audit is you are literally drawing a line in the sand. If I get my teeth in, you are literally drawing a line in the sand as to where you currently are versus where you want to be. You are almost what I would term in the world of finance of doing a cost-benefit analysis in its most rudimentary way. And so it's giving you a good idea of where you currently are, where your ideal position is, and the bit in between is the area of the gap that you need to bridge. So it's going to give you some real key indicators of where things aren't working for you and where things really need to improve and transform. Now, the chances are there's going to be several of these things that aren't quite working for you at present. And if that is the case, what I highly recommend to you is look at which one out of them you find right now is going to be the most important to give you the most value right now in terms of your transformation. I'll give you an example in terms of a client who came to me and they were having some issues with not realizing their dreams in relation to their own personal business. So I gave them this exact exercise to do in terms of where they currently saw themselves and their business versus what their ideal goal was going to be. And their ideal goal really was that they wanted financial freedom, and equally they wanted to transform lives through their business, etc. But what we did discover from that sort of cost benefit analysis of where they are to their ideal, we then discovered that their clientele was completely off in order for them to achieve financial freedom. So I undertook a further exercise that I requested for them to do, which was to reevaluate their pricing strategy and to reevaluate where their clientele currently sits, and if their current clientele is likely to be able to afford their new potential pricing strategy. And if that wasn't going to be the case, then they would actually have to look at a whole different clientele in order to reach that goal of financial freedom. So that's just an example. It could be on a personal level that you want to be transforming towards living a much more healthier life, a more fitter life, whatever. So that's the thing is, choose which item out of that bridging gap exercise is going to be the most value for you in terms of your transformation. Do not do all of them simultaneously, because you're going to get overwhelmed and then you're not going to really progress. You're probably just going to completely break down and just procrastinate and stagnate. So that's the first stage. Moving on to the second stage, and the second stage that you then need to do is, it relates back to the start around the importance of consistency. So the key to success and the key to successful transformation is that consistency is absolutely key. You need to keep doing whatever it is that you have selected from the first point as being the area that you want to transform. You need to be doing that consistently. Again, like I mentioned, for the first 21 days to make it a habit, and then continue it on thereafter. And a way of improving around that consistency is do something that helps on top of that to boost your self-confidence and your self-belief that you can actually keep going. So do something that boosts your self-confidence for 30 days. Now, it could be around meditation or positive affirmations. It could be something that I think is very valuable in terms of decision making. Maybe instead of relying on other people to be guiding you on decisions, do something every week that requires you to make a decision by yourself. And you will find that as you keep doing that week by week, your self-confidence in your abilities and your self-worth and your self-belief will just keep elevating and elevating. That then moves me on to the final suggestion. So stage 3 is that you have to be honest with yourself that there's going to have to be something that you need to get rid of in your life. There could be many different things that you need to get rid of. Now, it could be physical in terms of relationship, career, your surroundings, your friendships, or it could be actually something even internal in terms of maybe your self-beliefs. Whatever it is, the fact is that if you are not happy with that person that you are looking at, staring back at you in the mirror right now, there is clearly a blockage in you somewhere that is preventing you from being who you want to be. So you need to step into that person that you want to be right now. And in order to do that, you have to let go of the person you were before, because the person you were before is holding the beliefs that are somehow stopping you from moving forwards. So there we have it, 3 tips around a self-audit, consistency, and getting rid of things that no longer serve you in order to transform within 90 days. And like I mentioned at the start, how do I know? Because I am living proof of that. I transformed my life in terms of my health. I increased my workout activities and things, something that I was really not keen on very many years ago. And I worked on it. I started off slowly and with small baby steps, turned it into a habit, carried it on, really started to enjoy working out, turned it into an automatic habit. And years later, I still ensure that I'm enjoying my workouts as part of who I now am. I look at myself in the mirror, I can be proud and extremely happy of the me that I have transformed into, although life is constantly a transformation. So in conclusion, I want to share with you to keep shining, keep smiling. If you haven't already done so, do please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. Do please comment down below if this resonates with you. Do please share with any people that you feel are in need of boosting their transformation journey as well. And most importantly, as I mentioned, your time is now, so keep moving forwards.